So you're a Gen Xer, right? You're wondering, where are my glory days? Where did it go? Once upon a time, I used to be this, that, and I used to be on top of the mountain and I could do this and I could do that. Well, guess what? You actually still can. And you can actually get there through the power of discipline in terms of your diet. Some very basic things like diet, taking 10,000 steps, and intermittent fasting, and just all around having a self control or a routine around you that allows you to enjoy things that you used to be able to do. And let's face it, we used to take it for granted when you're in your 20s and even 30s, and you may not be able to do those things athletically anymore because you haven't taken care of yourself, your mind, body, and spirit. Now, I say that, right? You're born biologically. We're all born, and we're DNA wise, right? We're all either gifted, we have a special talent. Most of us, I'm talking about just the population itself, we have the power to grow and become something special and dive into excellence just by simply, I call it the power of movement. Movement is life. Stagnation is not. Stagnation is the death of something that we could become. I'm not making this up, folks. These are the principles and things that I abide by through time. So I am a Gen Xer, and I can tell you this happens to me all the time. I get carded even till today. People, I go to, if I'm on a date, I go to a bar. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. If I'm in a casino, playing a slot machine or whatnot, 50% of the time I get ID'd. People ask me for my ID, and it's an ultimate compliment. And the reason why I started this channel is literally for that reason. Is, hey, maybe I can do something with this knowledge. The way my clothes fit me. So people always make a comment, hey, where did you get that shirt from? Or why does your clothes fit you that way? So it's fitted, not super tight, but it's fitted. And once again, it's a testament. It's got me scratching my head. This happens to me every time that I go out. A grocery store, even a Walgreens, drugstore, wherever I'm always encountering these comments, and which is why I started the journey. And I noticed that a lot of men my age, or at least Gen X's, when they get up over the hill, as they say, in your 40s and over, and maybe pushing 50, your 60s, mid 60s, 70s, you got the point, is that you can prolong a lot of you can age gracefully, is what I'm trying to say. Aging does not have to be a horrible thing. We have state-of-the-art technology today, okay? We have abundance of resources, fitness trainers, gyms, nature. I mean, just people, it shocks me and surprises me. We are Netflix and chilling more these days than our ancestors were. Caveman days, right? We were hunting. We're not hunting anymore. We don't have, I see people losing their drive, their passion. And DoorDash, Uber Eats, making bad choices in your food, your diet, cutting to the chase. I follow an intermittent fasting lifestyle. What is intermittent fasting? Intermittent fasting is basically you stop eating at a certain time of the day, meaning if you have dinner at 8, that's your last meal, I wake up next day, I don't eat anything until midday. Sometimes I prolong the fast till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, maybe 3 o'clock. Now, in some very advanced fasting mechanisms and time limits, I've done 24-hour fasts. I've done 36-hour fasts. They're amazing. And excuse me. What I found is, as the day progresses and moves on, time goes on, I become so productive. I become super sharp. My energy levels skyrocket. I've even worked out on an empty stomach. And it's not for everyone, but I'm actually one of those people that I can actually work out on an empty stomach, and I have no issues with that. No side effects, nothing. In fact, it boosts your growth hormone, I've noticed. And there's also a rise in testosterone. I recently got my annual physical done, and my testosterone levels are off the charts. And I think it's upwards of 1,000 something. And I think the average testosterone in men today, guys, young men today, is about 300, 400, 500 is what I heard, is the rumor. Just Fact check me on that one. But the doctors even asked me, "Hey, what are you doing, dude? Are you on something? Are you?" I'm scared shitless to put anything like that in my body. It's all natural. It's a lifestyle. I named this channel Life Behind the Reels for a reason. It's because of what I do as a passion, as an artist outside of my full time job. So, as a profession, I'm in finance, banking, and also fintech, a culmination of those career paths. I'm actually in the fintech space, so financial technology. Outside of that, I'm an artist, R&B musician, actor. I love martial arts. I've done martial arts as a kid. Very athletic. I can adapt to many sports. I grew up in New Zealand, played a lot of British sports there, rugby, soccer, cricket, you name it. So my entire life has been, I've known nothing but movement. I've even done marathons, running, sprinting. I was one of the fastest, and I'm still pretty quick. There's no reason for me to compete or race or anything like that, but I can get up there, folks. I am a Gen Xer. I have zero joint pain. I'm so excited about this. So much passion. You can tell I'm trying to squeeze everything into this one video here, but I have no joint pain. No joint pain. Nothing. Nada. I just recently started taking, joint supplements, but even then, I don't think I even need it. Now, in my prior video, I talked about having a hernia surgery in 2021. Go figure. When I was immobile for a little bit there and not giving my legs enough attention, meaning the squats and the regular blood flow, the movement, the climbing upstairs, downstairs, I was limited on my movement. Let's just face it, it's surgery. That's the first time I actually felt my joints like something was off. Like, why am I feeling the twinges in my joints and whatnot? And that's like, it's a change in lifestyle. So within a month, I noticed my body started going backwards, meaning physically I look great, but internally I started feeling the side effects of not moving. Now, if that resonates with you, you are a Gen Xer, you should reach out to me. This is free, by the way. Leave a comment at the very least. Go on my Instagram just to check out the page at Life Behind the Reels. On there, I also tag my artist page at jazdanz. So that also gives you a snapshot into my lifestyle. I'm able to enjoy a lot of the things that men my age are not able to enjoy today, frankly speaking. And just recently I partook in a Nevada, Las Vegas downtown a dance battle. So I grew up as a dancer. I'm competing against kids, like these are 20-something-year-olds. I'm going toe to toe with these guys. But again, it's all in the mind. For me, yes, biologically, I know I'm old. I'm up there. But it's just you're old as you are as old as you feel. And I think aging today just has a way different ringtone to it, provided you put in the work. Not so much going to the gym. It's not about having a gym membership. It's not about I spent 4 hours in the gym, but 3 hours on the phone, or 3.5 hours on the phone. Let's face it, we're all texting. We're all in there looking at our phone, right? We're not putting in the work, is what I'm trying to say. So it bothers me when I see men my age. They look like 60 and I look like 25, 35. Let's just give a range, right? That's the range I get typically. 32 is the most people have guessed. On a bad sleep day, sure, I look in my mid 30s, late 30s. And I'm over 40. So I am a full-on Gen Xer. Like, no secrets about that. I'm very proud. I wish I would have started this journey earlier in my life. But in hindsight, I'm here now. And the main reason I started this channel is because of this information that I'm sitting on. Fasting. You don't have to necessarily fast. But if if you are struggling with your diet, if you are struggling to find a routine, productivity, I recommend giving fasting priority, because the minute food enters your system, your bloodstream, you spike up your insulin levels, your glycogen, right? If you carbs, it all rises, hits your insulin, and with that comes a little bit of lethargy, depending on what time of the day you eat. So I get a lot of office work done, productivity, and that feeling of getting things accomplished and not focusing on food, you forget about hunger. How I control that is with water. In my other video and some of my YouTube shorts, I talk about not getting enough water, and I bet you that's 50% of the equation. Your body, 2/3 is water. We're not drinking enough water, folks. We are not. If you're not going to the bathroom and peeing like a racehorse and passing stool, you are not drinking enough water. And I bet you many of us are actually going through constipation, believe it or not. Have you examined your bowel movements, right? How frequently you go to the bathroom? Let's just face it, we're humans. Things happen. We defecate. We have to go to the bathroom, pass things along, and reset, right? And then hit go. But how many of us are conscious of that? Water. Begin with water. Are you prioritizing your sleep? That's a big one. Sleep induces growth hormones. Sleep is where muscle tissue is repaired. Sleep is where your whole blood flow cycle, everything, all the bullshit you went through the other day, the stress, the environment factors, your body's wear and tear. Sleep is the most underutilized steroid, in my opinion. Forget all those enhances and performance PEDs, whatever you call it these days. Sleep. Sleep is it. Sleep is a cure for a lot of things, and a lot of folks are not getting enough sleep. 8 hours minimum, I say 8 hours, because the days that I don't sleep, I have very negative thoughts. My anxiety is off the roof. Next day, I am exhausted and I feel aged. I know that if I am feeling this way, you are definitely in the same boat. Now, this is not just applicable, these habits are not applicable to just Gen X's. This is in general. These are great habits to have, even if you're in your 20s, late 20s, 30s, late 30s. These are great habits to instill very early on in life so that you age gracefully and you are able to do the things that you love to do. So, I will cover more, but I hope this video is informative, inspiring. As you can tell, I'm full of energy. I can keep going, and this will never end, but I gotta cut it short here. If you're laughing, if you're smiling, I'm smiling with you. You all deserve a second chance. You all do. We all do. And how to get there is you abide by a great nutrition plan, put in the work, track your steps, drink a lot of water, get a lot of sleep, be aware of stress, monitor your stress, and watch the clock unwind slowly. You compare your pictures today versus what you look like 10 years ago, you will reverse age, because I didn't look like this. Not at all, nada. And I will share that journey in another video, but holy cow, I am so excited just dropping this video here. I hope you got value from it. You know what to do. And for now, Mamba out.